This is the Nathan, Nat and Sean podcast.
Hi, everybody.
G'day, team.
So we are going to realise that being in a group is safe. You should never wander off alone today.
It's great advice.
good
Because you're going to spend the next hour doing something terrifying.
Yes, that's true. We are firm residents of Pity City, and we take some new applicants to move in.
We certainly do. Matthew Pavlich. I was going to say from the Dockers, but we're distancing ourselves from that because they're not winning. Joins us for a chat.
Oh, sorry.
And we talk about nothing but the Dockers, don't we?
Yeah.
Pretty much.
Sean had to go for a little bit of a drive. We talk about why.
And we hear from some people who are trying to make the thirsty camel happy.
This is Per Zone.
Nathan, Nat and Sean. Let's go.
Nova 937.
It's 6:05, Nathan, Nat and Sean. We're just so happy to be here on a day when there's no one else in the building and half the world isn't at work.
Is anybody listening out there? Has anyone gone to work today? Do you know anyone? Did anyone run into anyone that's gone to work today?
No, it's disgusting and we'll complain about it all morning.
Non-stop.
Non-stop.
The thing is, I agree.
Amy's laughing.
Me too.
Seriously.
Because we're
not
not
happy
ones to
about being
complain,
here.
that's the thing. So we might as well do it
It's a great
today.
point.
Well, the thing is, they always say, do a radio show that's real, it's what people are really doing out there. No one's at work today.
And if they are, they're complaining about it like
there
we
are
are.
people at work today. There
Yeah.
are right now, and we feel for you because we all should be on a long weekend.
Exactly. Yeah.
Sean,
it's okay.
Can we just take
We'll
a
be
moment,
all right.
please, to celebrate Sean McManus,
Yeah.
who's driven back from down south to be here this morning
I
and then is
did.
going back down again after the show?
Oh, yeah, I am, absolutely. Straight after this
Are you
to join
joking?
my
Well, where's
wife
the
for lunch.
helicopter?
You joking? No,
No, I'm not driving. I'm driving about...
When did you get here?
Came up yesterday. I had to come up and do a footy show, but it was
I
also
know,
to come
you were
back
on
for
with
here.
Ben Cousins.
Yeah, like on?
Oh, yeah.
I mean,
like
we
together
made
at
it.
last.
We made out.
had gay sex.
No, but otherwise...
Well, the wife was
I
down
coming-
south,
I
so
had
what are you
come
gonna do?
up. Yeah.
Oh, things came up.
It was a beautiful day. I should have been at
Yeah.
Cave's house
Yeah, you
having a
should've.
bevy all six.
Would have been great.
When are you driving back?
Straight after this.
Are you going
booked
home?
into Wise. I'm booked into Wise Winery for lunch.
It's a beautiful
Am I
spot.
going home? No.
So you're not going home.
No.
So you are leaving here,
Yes.
driving straight down the highway
Yeah, 3 hours.
to get to Cave's house
Look,
for lunch.
I'll have the fish of the day.
All I'm going to say is, Sean, I think that's
Mr.
completely normal.
Barramundi, it's true.
Remember when I drove back on Christmas morning because
you did too,
I
to get
forgot,
your
I forgot my
shaver.
electric
You forgot
shaver
your shaver.
cord?
And you couldn't go another day without shaving.
No. So
No, he's a hairy beast when it comes to that,
So
but-
I need to shave
and he's a
every
man of
day.
routine.
Yeah, I need to shave every day. So I got in the car, got up early that morning. I drove back to Perth, and then I literally ran up to my apartment, got the cord, ran back down, and drove straight back.
That's normal. That's really normal behaviour.
Oh, yeah. So anyway,
times.
Good times, everybody.
If you can make the camel Appy today,
yes.
you can win $1,000.
Okay, so
That's cool.
I want you to plan for that. That's happening after 8 o'clock. Get your best story, the one that
Yes.
you pull out at parties.
It
right?
might be a wow fact.
Yep.
It could be a hilarious story.
Yep.
You could be, an anecdote about a celebrity.
Yep.
We don't mind anything that makes the camel go, whoa.
Exactly. All right, so that's happening today. It's going to be a bit of fun. And also, we are going to be doing Nova Shout before 7 o'clock this morning, sending you somewhere in Perth.
It's been a bit of shopping, this one.
Right.
Yeah, a bit of
Great.
retail therapy. And the big Pav.
Pig Pav's going to join us.
Pig
the
Pav.
pig Pav. The big Pav. What's he got to say about Fremantle?
Oh,
Don't know.
are they in trouble? Let's find out.
Nothing beats a cozy winter getaway.
Or escaping to a tropical paradise.
If you're thinking about an early winter escape, whatif.com has just the place. Check out great accommodation deals across Australia on the What If app.
What if it's Aussie for travel? Get ready. Because it's Nova Shout.
Food, fun and fashion all in the one place. Head to forestchase.com.au to find out more.
We were after caller number 10. And that, the perfect 10, is Michelle from Burns Beach. Good morning, Michelle.
Good morning.
Hi,
You're
Michelle.
up and about.
Hi.
Sound quite happy to be up this early on what everyone else is having a day off.
Well, I've been up since 1 with my 2-year-old, well, actually 3-year-old now.
Oh.
So, and just went to the airport. So, yeah, I'm my day's over, right?
Did you put that 3-year-old on a plane going
Said,
somewhere?
see you, mate.
I wish.
Oh.
What were you at the airport for?
I was just dropping my partner off. He's just off for work. So, yeah.
Life.
Well, you know what I love about that is that he doesn't know you've won $500 to spend
Great
at
point.
Forest Chase.
I know.
Right in your face.
And don't you dare spend a penny on that child that won't let you sleep. This is all on you.
No.
Okay?
Michelle, good
that's
timing too
exciting.
with the changing of the weather. Get there, get some new winter
Buy a
clothes
jumper.
perhaps.
Yep. A fun skirt, maybe.
Skirt.
Fun winter skirt.
A fun winter skirt.
Yeah.
That'll be long and corduroy.
Corduroy with flowers or something on it.
What's on the plans today, Michelle?
Well, we've just got swimming with my other one, my 4-year-old, and yeah, I think we're just going to have a chill day because it's pretty awful out there,
Yeah,
isn't
the
it?
weather's
Swimming.
great.
Is the lessons indoors or outdoors?
Oh, indoors, yeah, indoors.
Indoors and heated.
So-
Yeah.
Oh, the kids would love that.
Yeah.
Anyway, get some time on the couch.
You enjoy having a little bit of a treat yourself shopping spree, okay? Well done, Michelle.
She's gone.
Oh, she said enough. She said enough. She gave up a lot in that conversation.
She's sick of your bull crap, Natalie.
Your next chance to win Nova Shout is coming up after 9. Who's on today after 9? Is it you, Harry? Ben.
Ben's on.
Today,
Oh, who
'cause
knows?
Guess what? Ross got the day off.
I know it'll be no one from sales.
Or Ross, because Ross got the day off.
How did Ross get the day off?
Ross is off all week. Ross, who
Oh.
just got back from paternity leave. He's got a week off.
God, that is
Harry's
great
been
news.
ordered to take leave, can't, because Ross is on holidays.
Oh, that's working well. Good to be Harry.
Tell you
Just
what.
keep working.
Great to be
You
Ross.
might complain, but I'd have Ross as my manager anyway.
I know.
This is a podcast of Nathan, Nat, and Sean.
I was on WA Today and I was reading the traveller section and there was an article.
There are always just stories to try and put you off travelling.
Yeah.
Aren't they?
Oh, yes.
So this person's written in under the title Hounded in Jordan. All right, here's what happened. We recently spent the night at a camp in Jordan's popular Wadi Rum. At sunrise, one of our party went a short distance outside the perimeter for a smoke, only to be attacked and bitten by wild dogs.
Oh, jeez. Bitten by wild dogs in another country?
I imagine rabies is an issue.
Oh, yeah.
This is the best part. He spent a terrifying hour warding them off.
An hour. 30 seconds warding off a pack of marauding dogs is a long time. An hour.
And when they dispersed only when a local came to help. There's rabies in the area.
Yeah, of course.
So the guy now needs rabies shots. They were told of other attacks happening twice in the last fortnight. But yet there was no warning sign, no verbal warning from anyone. They said it is a beautiful landscape, but do not leave the camp without a local escort. An hour of warding off a
Or at least a bag of schmackos,
of
so you can like throw it over there and then run.
Oh, so then
You know
this
what I mean?
chick Roxy jumps on the comments and said the same thing happened. Wandered away from the group, got surrounded by a pack of wild dogs on Goa Beach late at night. The first time it happened twice. Oh. First time it happened, was really drunk and didn't think anything of it. So the dogs left them alone because they were really drunk. The second time wasn't drunk, so the fear was up and the dogs surrounded them more. So then she just acted drunk.
The dogs have very firm beliefs about alcohol. They don't like.
This girl's cop.
They treated her differently. She just stumbled
Yeah. Oh, no, she's fine. She's not scared.
Got nothing we
She's
want.
had a few too many.
Oh.
There needs to be some... I guess a lot of places you go to, there are rules that people give to you. Like Barcelona, they always say if you're walking down La Ramblas,
Las Ramblas, yes.
don't go in a group and go late at night because there's always...
Don't go in a
group.
Sorry, stay in a group. Don't go late at night because there's people who are going to
Yes.
mug you,
Yep.
generally. So at least you know something
That's
like that
right.
can happen, let alone the wild dogs.
Yeah.
But do you go away from the group?
Oh, Sean, well, this is suggesting no.
Yes.
Unless you want to...
There's power in
Unless you want to
numbers,
experience a really terrifying hour.
Of rabid dogs trying to attack you.
Exactly.
horrendous.
Dogs. There's nothing worse than a pack of wild dogs too. I was staying at this place in the Gold Coast just after Big Brother, and anyway, I got the hotel moved, and then when my agent said, "Why are you getting the hotel room?" and I said, "At the moment, I'm looking in the laneway, and there is a pack of wild dogs tearing apart what looks like like a Cabbage Patch doll. They were literally all there. I think I would like to move locations then.
Yeah, you're next.
Wow, you're such a diva.
I'm such a diva, yeah.
Extraordinary. All right, 13 24 10. We want to know why you shouldn't wander off from the group.
Yes, all right.
What can happen?
Yeah, so maybe it's something dangerous like that. Maybe you got lost.
Yeah.
You know?
Maybe they all just plotted your downfall while you were gone.
Yeah. So we are talking about why you should never, ever wander off alone away from the group. And we're going to give somebody $150 to spend at Autobahn Mechanical.
Nice.
Autobahn Mechanical, putting the service back into service centres. You can Google Autobahn Mechanical today, Autobahn today. But we know that a lot of you are going to work today.
And a lot of you aren't.
Yeah.
And we resent you for that.
Get involved.
The least you can do is call us.
Get involved.
Why you shouldn't wander off from the group. Let's check in with Matt from Mullaloo. Hi, Matt.
Hey guys, how are you?
Hey,
good, Matt.
Matty.
Now, tell us a cautionary tale of why you shouldn't wander off from the group.
So I went down to the manager with the missus to see some caves.
Yeah.
And before we went in, the guide said, everyone stick together, take photos when we stop, because there's lights that light up the cave, and they're on a timer. So they're on a timer for about a couple of minutes, and if you wander off or you don't start walking with us, they turn off. And everyone's like, yep, cool, we agree. So anyway, about 10 minutes in, we were down to these really low parts where you've practically got to lean over to get past some of these rocks.
Yeah.
And all the lights turn out in this back part, and the guy's doing a head count.
Yeah.
Yes.
And then suddenly we heard like all this swearing, commotion, and all this sort of stuff. And then the guide goes back and sees this guy. He stopped to take photos when we were moving along, and he smacked his head into one of these crystals that's hanging down.
Yes.
Oh, it was pretty funny. He comes up, and then she put him in the front of the group and was practically sitting right behind the whole
It's
time.
like being told to sit near the teacher, isn't it?
Yeah, pretty much. It was funny.
Are they stalagmites or stalactites? Which
Stalactites come from the ceiling.
Yep.
Stalagmites come from the ground.
And Vegemite goes in your toast.
Beautiful. Got all three covered out.
There we go.
Covering all the bases there.
Good on you, Matt. All right, we want to know why it's a good idea to not wander off from the group.
And if you actually have ever been surrounded by a pack of wild dogs,
Yes, please.
I would love to speak to you and find out how you navigated that experience.
We have $150 to spend at Autobahn. That's going to go to someone if you give us a call.
Good morning, Fran.
Good morning.
Hey, Fran.
Fran, what have you got for us?
So I was on a Kentucky in America, my very first trip, like to a big city. And I was in a group of about 50, and I was the only smoker back then in the train.
Yeah.
And I wandered off, and I was just out, up the top, because it was an underground club, smoking all night. And when I went back down to go see my sister and the rest of the crew, they had all gone. The whole club was locked up.
Oh.
No one was around.
Oh,
And I had no idea where we were staying.
Of course.
My sister was the responsible one.
of course. Yes.
And so I had to hop into a taxi and ask him where to take me to where the Kentucky people stay. And he's like, I can't what? And
Can you take me to where the Kentucky people stay?
and so I said to him, can you just drive me to some hotels around the place?
What city were you in, Fran? Where were you?
In San Diego.
Oh, it's a big town.
Okay, scratch that one off the list. Next. Hospitality Inn.
And then I found like a little card that had the Days Inn on it. And I was like, oh my God, we're staying at the Days Inn. We're going to stay at the Days Inn. So he's like, okay, which one? I was like,
Okay, which one? It's like finding a card that says you're staying at Quest. Right, great.
Okay,
Where?
so which one? How long did it take for you
so
to get there?
we got to the fourth one, and I finally found the bus.
The fourth one.
The fourth
And
one.
so, yeah, the fourth hotel, well, the fourth Days Inn.
Yeah.
And on top of paying him to say thank you, I passed him like this dirty old taxi driver.
This story's taking a turn, Fran.
Was that a request or was that to get you a discount?
That's a bit of sugar on top.
There was definitely no discount. He was very surprised, and so was I. But I was just stoked to be home.
How old were you? How old were you and how old was he?
He was probably in his 60s, and I was late 20s.
Fran.
So wait there. I
just
want to
so
know.
happy.
I want to know the psychology. So you get there, you say, "Oh my God, that's my hotel."
So
lean in for a
relieved.
quiche.
Yep.
Yeah, is that what happened?
Yeah, I mean, I was pretty drunk,
Yeah,
so
okay.
I didn't really know what was going on, but I was just stoked. I saw my sister again, and yeah.
Wow, mate.
Happy
Oh,
ending.
it is.
All
That's
right.
the first time he introduced surge charging.
Yes. Amazing. Thanks, Fran. Andrew, hello.
G'day, guys. How are you?
Good, Andrew. Tell us why you shouldn't wander off from the group, Andrew.
Yeah, I was up at Mount Keith as a chef, and I'd broken away from the guys to go and put some laundry on.
Yeah.
So I see these wild emus outside the laundry little demountable room.
Yes.
So I go to say hello, and then the big mother emu comes and almost pecks my head off. So I was kind of bowled up in the laundry for about an hour trying to get out. Because the mother emu was on perimeter patrol, and I thought it's going to be a long day the way things are going at the moment.
And you know you can't outrun them.
No,
so,
no.
Did you have your phone on you so
Yeah.
you could at least text someone for help, or you didn't have any communication on
No, I left my mum in Madonna,
did.
so being a chef, I thought I'd better get some washing on, as we needed, obviously, up there. And this emu was pretty nasty. I'm thinking, wow, like, I'm in a bit of strife here, and it kept poking its head through the window trying to peck at me, so bit of a worry.
Oh, yeah, definitely,
yeah,
Andrew.
maybe
general
we're just checking
rule-
on its drying.
I know you're being polite, but as a general rule, you don't walk up and say hello to emus. I don't think they
No,
like They
definitely.
don't like us.
No, they
Well, when
don't.
you're looking at the little chicklets and you kind of, the mother starts trying to peck you, I just about shat myself, and I thought it's going to be a long laundry cycle.
At least you're in the right spot, aren't you?
Yeah, that's right.
Put a load of whites on as well.
Oh, thanks for your calls. Good
Okay.
on you, Andrew. Appreciate
Some
that.
great examples of why you shouldn't wander
Yes.
away from the group, everybody.
Well, $150 to spend at Autobahn. What a great example Fran gave us.
Fran.
Fran.
Fran, take me to the Kentucky Hotel. And then she patched the driver.
The Nathan, Nat and Sean podcast.
Hello, possums.
Oh,
Barry.
Dame. Les.
There's Sandy. So many characters.
Barry Humphries. I mean, look, not shocking.
No.
Turn of events, but sad.
Yeah.
Because we grew up with Dame Edna, and when I was younger, I didn't know it was man.
And the
No,
other,
no, no, no,
the other
yeah.
thing about Dame Edna is that it was a character that had international appeal. Like, he was the first Australian comedian
Yeah.
that had massive international
Which
appeal.
is
Yeah.
strange, isn't
Yeah,
it?
it is.
So
It is.
big in the UK.
Yeah, massive. And in America as well.
If you just look at the photos, I mean, they're everywhere at the moment, but just the history that he was shared with the royal family itself.
Yeah.
Yeah, big time, though.
They thought he was great. I mean,
I know.
looking back, very inappropriate things came out of his mouth.
Yes, and that's part of
throughout
the joy
years.
of it, was the stuff that he got away with because he was in character.
But I do like the fact that that was of its time, you
Yeah.
know, and
Yeah.
I feel like we're moving towards a place in history where we're trying to wipe history away from what used to happen, but you can only learn from what. You know.
And I mean,
Yeah, but
everything
it's at its
evolves.
time, too,
Everything
as you said. That was the main.
Yeah.
I mean, put your gladdies out, obviously.
So it was really interesting. As I said, you can read a lot about Barry Humphries' past. But when everyone was wanting to do school, he was very into the sports.
The arts.
Football. He was very
Yep.
into the arts, and he spent 2 years at Melbourne University where he embraced Dadaism, which is a subversive and sort of European art movement. You know.
Okay.
So this is really interesting. His contributions of his art during this time was a thing called Puss in Boots, which was Wellington boots filled with custard. And on the performance art side, he got on a tram with an apparently blind accomplice who he would kick in the shins while yelling, "Get out of my way, you disgusting blind person."
No, see, back then, Nathan, nobody had phones, so nobody could film this interaction. It was just something they had to experience. It was art, everybody, art. R.I.P. Barry Humphries.
Nathan, Nat and Sean podcast.
Appy Camel.
The all-new Thirsty Camel WA app has everything you need all in one place. Download and shop the way you want, in store and online.
Okay, here we go with a round of Appy Camel, where all you need to do is make the thirsty camel the happiest with your story.
Fantastic. Todd's thought he'd give it a go this morning for that $1,000. Good morning to you, Todd.
Good morning.
Hey, Todd. So, Todd, this is a story that impresses people. Is that what you got for us and the camel today?
Yeah, well, it didn't impress me much, but you might get a laugh out of
Oh,
it.
okay, we're on board. Lead away.
Okay, well, I was moving out of my rental property and doing the final clean.
And what I thought I had was my bathroom and kitchen cleaner. Was cleaning away benches, stoves, floors, every food prep area you could imagine. Yes. And when it came to wiping out and cleaning up the sink and wipe down, I got a glimpse of the bottle, and it's weed killer.
Sorry,
you're poisoning everybody.
Your final move is to spray the whole kitchen down with weed
and the next
killer.
people who move in, just poison them.
Yeah, that's it. So I'd obviously mixed up the bottles and put them.
Hey, does weed killer move a stubborn stain?
It actually did remove the grease quite well, so I was impressed, and obviously no gloves on or anything while I was cleaning.
Spraying it left, right, and centre.
That's good, Todd.
Yeah. All right. What is that? The question is, what does the camel think of that? He liked it.
Oh, wow, this is one Appy Camel.
So far, so good, Todd. All right.
You've done well, Todd. You've done well.
We move to Narelle in Atwell. Good morning, Narelle.
Hi, guys. How you going?
Great, Narelle. Now, you're trying to make the camel Appy. What have you got for us?
Well, this is a really embarrassing story about me. It was my girlfriend's wedding, and if you can imagine, it was a beautiful day. They'd got married in the wineries down south, down just Hill State Wines, and we'd come to the Sail and Anchor upstairs, the Red Room in Fremantle.
Yeah.
Dressed up, high heels, Max. When it was time to leave, if anyone's actually been to the Sail and Anchor in Fremantle, they have a curving staircase.
Yes, they do.
It's a magnificent staircase, actually.
The ATM's just at the bottom of it.
Staircase, but in my situation, it really wasn't that magnificent. I had drank copious amounts of alcohol. When it was time to leave, I'm walking down this curving staircase to only find myself bouncing down on my bottom, sitting there with my legs in the air and my skirt showing everything that's going on, with a group of American sailors that happened to be in town at the time, standing there pointing at me and laughing, and my friends that were with me in hysterics next to me on the floor. My girlfriend's family still talk about it now. It's a talking point. Do you remember when? I just think, oh, God. Yes, I do.
You know what?
It's terrible.
You always want to put your best foot forward when you're in front of American sailors.
I tried to put the best foot forward, but unfortunately, the best foot didn't exactly do me any favours on the day.
And can I tell you one thing as well? American sailors, when they hit land, they find anything sexy. So the fact that they didn't find what you were doing sexy.
Thanks for sharing that bit of information. Yes, they did. Well, yes.
Thanks, Narelle. Let's see what the camel thinks of your story.
Well, I'm your Appy. Hey, camel. She threw a breakfast, lunch and dinner at the Buddy Sailors, mate.
Thanks,
Come on.
We move on to Mandy in Wembley Downs. Good morning, Mandy.
Good morning, guys.
Hi, Mandy.
Okay, Mandy.
Hi,
Blow the
Mandy.
camel away with your story, Mandy.
Okay, this was about 25 years ago. I lived on a farm, quite a remote farm, just about 40 k's northwest of Scadden, down in Esperance. And anyway, it was school holidays, had 3 little kids, and we decided that they'd have a day in Esperance the next day. So we actually got them all into bed and sleep early, which was amazing. So my husband and I decided to seize the opportunity, have a romantic night in front of the fire. Moving right along to the next morning, I found myself nursing a bit of a hangover and scooped everything up, including the kids, got in the car, started the journey, which I think was about 115 k's into town, and the kids were screaming and fighting as usual. There were road trains, and the youngest one wanted her security blanket, which was stuck in the pram wheels in the back. So it was quite an unpleasant trip, and my husband always said to me, you only stop if it's life-threatening, and I was beginning to think that it was. It was such a horrendous thing. Anyway, we finally got to the shops in Esperance, got out the car, went through the drill of what you can and can't do, and the kids started their so-called gentle jog because they weren't allowed to run, so they called it their gentle jog to the shops. So I was so excited. Got the baby in the pram, finally freed the security blanket out the back of the pram, and I thought, right, I'll give this a good flick, and I did. And I was mortified, almost in slow motion. My black lace G-string, flew up and landed on the CWA cake stall.
Took a while to get there, Mandy, but geez, you came home strong.
Oh, it's like the never-ending story until that point.
Until there was a G-banger on the CWA.
No, great. I enjoyed it.
And I'm pretty sure I know how the camel is going to be.
He does love a G-banger, the camel.
There's a camel near water.
Yes, all right. So, well, we've had two very positive reactions.
Yes,
the camel
the camel
really
did.
liked Todd's story and really liked Mandy's story. Sorry, Narelle.
The camel has just sent us a text message, and the camel says, yes, two really great stories there. One, not so good. The camel has decided
Yes.
that the story that made the camel the happiest, which is hard to do,
Yes.
make a thirsty camel happy,
That's a great point.
is Mandy from Wembley Down.
Your black G-banger on the Esperance CWA cake stall has won you $1,000 cash.
Thank you so much. I will never forget that.
Oh, no, normal wee, Mandy.
Yes, the CWA
Normal
are
wee.
quite scarred as well. Thanks, Mandy. Thanks, Todd. Thanks, Narelle.
Thank you.
Don't worry if you missed out, everybody. We'll be playing Appy Camel again tomorrow morning. So you know what's expected now.
Yep.
Get your story ready to go.
Todd's was good too.
Todd's was-
cleaning
he was-
everything with weed killer without realising.
I know. On any other day, he might have taken home the grand. That's just the way it goes.
It is.
The camel makes the call.
Nathan, Nat and Sean in podcast form.
It's really important for CEOs and leaders of businesses to be in touch with the people that
I
they're
think so.
working with.
It's a really good point.
Now, last week, this was floating around. It actually went viral. A CEO and president of US furniture giant Miller Knoll, her name is Andy Owen, she's told everybody that they are not getting bonuses this year.
Even though she did.
is getting a $1.8 million bonus.
I mean, what are you going to do with 1.8 million?
What are you gonna do,
barely-
turn it down?
Inflation these days, like, that doesn't help
Yeah.
her, does it?
Yeah, so there was a lot of complaint emails saying that they thought this was unfair. She had had enough. She thought that she would diffuse the situation by doing an all-staff video presentation.
Just addressing the issue.
And all she was upset about was why are people complaining about not getting bonuses when we've got a $26 million sales target to make? And people should be concentrating on that. This is the CEO, Andy Owen, speaking to all of her staff via Zoom.
Don't ask about what are we going to do if we don't get a bonus. Get the damn $26 million. Spend your time and your effort thinking about the $26 million we need and not thinking about what you're going to do if we don't get a bonus. All right? Can I get some commitment for that? I had an old boss who said to me one time, you can visit Pity City, but you can't live there. So people, leave Pity City. Let's get it done. Thank you. Have a great day.
Pity City, mate. You can't live Pity City.
Pity City is a very important place to visit.
You've got to go there.
I mean, she wouldn't have visited there because she gets a $1.8 million bonus.
But all her staff have visited Pity City because they weren't getting their bonuses. But she's saying they should have reached their target.
They've rented property there.
They've rented now.
They're there. They're
Let's
in.
hope they don't move in.
They're in for the
'cause
long
you can't
term.
stay there.
Yeah, we've invested in land. We've visited
Obviously.
Pity City enough
But
that we've known that
nobody
it's nice and we're
deserves-
going to build a house that's going to be kept in the family for years.
Nobody deserves to be a resident of Pity City more than we do because the suffering, I mean, here in the building, we've talked about it already this morning, but everybody else was encouraged to take the day off.
Yep.
Yes.
Because tomorrow's a public holiday as well. So there's hardly
Don't
anybody
come
in the
in.
building.
Yep.
It is a barren wasteland. We thought that's not fair, but then it got worse.
Yeah, well, there's some fallout from that.
That's right.
Welcome to the show, Ruby. Hello, Ruby.
Like getting
Ruby, she's from the early show.
Yeah,
Ruby,
that's right.
Ruby from the early show.
Yeah,
anyway,
hi, Ruby.
there's nothing of her. Like literally, she's
Slip of
like,
a thing.
spine and a head. But yet she does love to eat.
And one of the benefits provided here at Nova 937 is the breakfast bar, which means that all staff have access to breakfast foods. It's purchased on Monday.
So what's
so
happened,
that
Ruby?
then it's stocked up, ready to go.
Well, I didn't actually see this, but yeah, we were told that there would be no breakfast bar this week because it is a shorter week, and obviously
Everybody else
no
has
one's
got
in the building.
Yeah.
Except for the people that you hear like now.
Yeah.
Hey, we're in the building. And yes, we do eat. So, Ruby, what have you had to do this week?
Well, I just went to the shops yesterday to do a bit of my shop, and I thought, oh, well, I'll buy some bread and I'll just bring it in.
So you personally have stocked the breakfast bar?
Yes.
How much was the bread?
Oh, about $5.
$5.
Okay, wait. Harry actually was the one that was like, any chance of a loaf of bread? And
Yes.
I was like, well, I do eat toast too, so.
Well, what about the Fruit Loops?
No, but we're not.
getting them?
You shouldn't have to be providing it. The company should be providing it. I love how that everybody else gets the day off, and we get punished by one being here and two not having access to the breakfast
We get
bar.
breadless shifts. Forced breadless shifts here at Nova.
It's like a container of stale Fruit Loops. That's all that's left down
There
there.
is no gluten to be seen.
No, there's no ham. There's no cheese.
So
Ruby,
disgusting.
Pity City, are you there?
Of course she is.
You guys would drag me there, all right.
Oh,
turn it
drag
up.
you there, mate. I saw you honking past the city limits. Me, I'm here.
Mate, we got a Taraga. There's plenty of room.
Get
I'll
on
hop in.
board. All
Can I
right.
just say that Pity City is very important. We would like to speak to people about the reason why they are visiting Pity City.
And maybe you're never going to leave.
Yeah.
We don't, we're on board with that too.
Yeah, we are. We want to hear your story.
We're going to give somebody 2 tickets to go to see Come From Away the musical. Tell them about this.
I've seen this show. I saw it in Melbourne. It is an amazingly well done show. It won heaps of awards. Won Tony Awards.
It's
the whole
about?
thing. It's about when 9/11 happened. A tiny town in Canada had a whole heap of planes diverted. Lots of international flights were diverted out of American airspace, and they all descended on this tiny little town. And it's the story of that. What happened?
It's amazing.
It's
Come
so
From
well
Away
done.
opens at Crown Theatre this May. You can book now at comefromaway.com.au. But right now, everybody, we are entering Pity City, and we want you to come along, become part of the population. Tanya's in Wellard. Hey, Tan.
Hi, how you going?
Great, Tan.
good, Tan.
Why
Welcome to
are
Pity
you
City.
visiting Pity City, Tanya?
I am also going into the office and being the only one working this morning, like you guys.
Disgusting.
But I've not only had to do that, I've had to do it twice.
Why? What do you mean?
I've gone, so my office is in Welshpool. I travel from Wellard to Welshpool every day. And I got 5 minutes from work and realised I've left my personal phone, my work phone and my laptop sitting on my kitchen table. So I have no way of connecting to anyone and no way to connect me. And being the only person in the office for the day, I kind of need to be the person that's said to be connected.
Can I just say as
So
well?
I've had to drive all the way back to Wellard and drive it all.
And isn't
Tanya.
it sad? She's the only person in the building today, and yet she's late.
Tanya.
Yes, Tanya.
Utterly devastating.
Oh, didn't think about it that way.
Welcome to Pity City.
You deserve a block.
Thank you. Trish is in Banksia Grove, but she's also headed for Pity City. Hello, Trish.
Good morning, Pity City.
Hello, Trish.
Okay, Trish.
Welcome.
Why do you want to move in?
Okay, so about 4 years ago, this one might hit home for Pity City for Shauno. Yeah, so playing footy on the weekends. About 4 years ago, I ruptured my ACL, did the whole surgery. On the weekend, come down wrong, landed stiff-legged, and, my knee's a balloon today, and seeing the physio at 11:20, so it's not looking good.
Same knee,
Cross
Trish?
our fingers, Trish.
No, it's my
Opposite?
good knee. So.
Oh, no.
Do you know what's terrible?
Yeah.
Is
Oh,
when,
Trish, I'm
when I
feeling for
stuffed
you.
up my knee just before Ed Sheeran that time.
Getting out of bed that time?
Getting out of bed, which is a proper professional sport. So anyway, my oven isn't a high oven. My oven's like below the bench oven. So every time I wanted to get something out of the oven or see how something's going, I'd have to like literally sit on the ground on my bum to be able to see it because I couldn't bend down with my knee. And so knees can really stuff you up, Trish. No wonder you're in Pity City right
Trish.
now. Who did you used to play football with?
Shout out to the Quins Bulls. I play there.
How you been going this season, Trish?
Bit of a rough start. We've lost our first 2 games, but better to lose those ones in the beginning than the ones that matter.
And their star player's got a bung knee.
That's right, Trish. They're going to be nothing without you.
So, thanks, Trish.
Good luck today,
Good
Trish.
luck, Trish, at the physio. Sue's in Wellard. Oh, Wellard is...
That's a hotbed, Nat.
A hotbed of Pity City action. Hello, Sue.
Hi, good morning, guys.
Hey,
Okay,
Sue.
Sue, talk to us. Why do you want to move into Pity City?
Well, I'm a contractor and I normally work from home, and I've had a client today want me specifically to come in today. So normally I can work flexible days, flexible hours, but the one day that they wanted me to come in was today. So I haven't worked in an office for over 6 months, and the first day it's like no day off and can't take an extended long weekend, and then I'm back to working from home or not working tomorrow. So yeah, not happy there.
Stitch up.
In the old school, they say that's a stiff one.
Are they secretly throwing you some sort of surprise party or something?
No, I don't think so. No. Yeah, it's it was very last minute and urgent. So they're like, no, we need you to come in today, because someone's going to urgently be working on it tomorrow, aren't they? So yeah, no, I'm there today.
God,
I think there's a surprise party coming. Yeah.
Got an anniversary you're celebrating soon?
Doubly disappointed when that doesn't happen.
Right, Sean.
Oh, thanks, Sue.
3 new residents to Pity City.
And they all deserve to be there too.
The the tickets to Come From Away, the musical. Nat told us all about.
It's so good.
Fantastic. Come From Away opens at Crown Theatre this May. Book now at comefromaway.com.au. We're giving it to our first caller, Tanya, who has to go from Wellard all the way to Welshpool.
And then back to Wellard and back to Welshpool.
There you go, Tan.
Thank you, guys.
No worries,
welcome,
sweetheart. Visit anytime. We here, the
Pity
residents
City's
of Pity
where it's
City,
at.
are very happy to have you.
That's right.
We love the tourism dollar.
Nathan, Nat and Sean is a Nova podcast. For more great comedy shows like this, head to novapodcasts.com.au. Nova.